Hey there, I want to show you how to work the bobble stitch for this pattern with a crochet hook, or if you're making another pattern that has bobbles and you stumbled upon this video, maybe this will help you make your bobbles a little bit easier. I'm going to use a crochet hook that is almost a whole size smaller than the knitting needles I'm using. I didn't have a 3.5, so I'm using a 3.75 millimeter, which is a US size F/5. All right, so just a little bit smaller, like I said. So I am here at a stitch where I want to make a bobble, and I am knitting continental, so I'm holding my yarn in my left hand. But if you are a crocheter, or if you knit English style, if any way you can hold your yarn in your left hand, I think it would be a little bit easier, and that's how I'm showing it in this video. So like I said, this is the stitch that I want to make a bobble, and I'm going to take my crochet hook and I'm going to move the right needle kind of out of the way. So I'm going to insert my hook into the stitch, and then I'm going to do a yarn over, and I'm going to pull it through. And if you're a crocheter, this is kind of like a puff stitch. So let me show you that again. Insert your crochet hook into the stitch, yarn over, and pull it through. And you're going to want to keep this kind of loose, because when you pull through all the loops at the end, if it's too tight, it'll be really difficult. So keep it loose a little bit, hold your hook up, and you can kind of hold the yarn in place with your thumb. So I'm going to do another yarn over, and then insert the crochet hook into the stitch again, yarn over, pull up a loop. So I've done this twice now, and I have 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over again, insert the hook into the stitch one more time, yarn over, and pull up another loop. So I've done this 3 times, and if you want a bigger bobble, just keep doing it more times, but for this pattern I'm doing it 3 times, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on my crochet hook. So now I'm going to yarn over and pull the hook through all 5 loops. Like I said, if it's too tight and you can't get your hook through, you might need to do the whole thing again a little bit looser. So now you can actually slip this stitch off the needle, and I want you to look at the back of your work, and you're going to find this bar. It's the first one, and it's from the row below. You're going to insert your crochet hook into that bar, yarn over, and pull through both of these loops. And then you can kind of tighten this up. It'll make your bobble a little perkier. And carefully pull your crochet hook out. And you might have to wiggle some stitches here. And you're going to put it back on the right needle. Okay? And then you can just keep on knitting, and I'm going to knit to the next bobble space and show you that again one more time a little bit faster. Alright, so I'm at the spot for my next bobble, and I'm going to get this needle out of the way. I'm holding my yarn here, and I'm going to grab my crochet hook, insert it into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. Remember, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the crochet hook, yarn over, and pull through all 5 of those loops. Slip the stitch off the left needle, find that first bar in the back, and insert your crochet hook, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Tighten up, slip the stitch off the crochet hook and onto your needle. All right. Now I'm going to finish this row and I'm going to show you on the next round how to close up this little hole, so keep watching. Okay, I'm now on the round after the bobble round, and I'm going to knit until I get to one of my bobbles. All right, so you'll see that there's this large gap right here, and if I just were to knit this stitch, it would leave a little hole. So I'm going to pick up a stitch here and then knit it together with the bobble. So I'm coming from behind, and I'm going to pick up this bar right here. And the reason I am coming from behind instead of in front of it like this is so that when I knit the stitch, it'll twist a little, twist it and close up the hole a little better. So you can see if I were just to knit this stitch right here, oops, it would twist it. All right, so pick up this bar from back to front, and then this is going to be a little bit tight. That's totally normal, especially if you're knitting with cotton yarn like this, but you're going to knit these two together. So mine is a little bit tight, but tight is probably good. All right, there you go. So let me show you one more time. I'm going to knit until I get to the next bobble. All right, so here it is. There's my nice gap right here. Pick up this bar from back to front and then knit two together with the bobble stitch. There you go. And see how previous rows, it just closed up that little gap really nicely. Let me know in the comments if you either make this pattern or try knitting bobbles with a crochet hook.